I'm just sitting and thinking of that when you then are stuck in traffic, then really, really listen. Listen to the internal talk. Listen to the external talk. Because it's a great indicator to you of where you are, what your underlying belief in life is, how you really perceive yourself. Because whatever you talk about when you talk about others, it's only about you. You're just projecting all the things you don't like about yourself into the others. That is what you're complaining about. And all the things that you do like is all the things you like about yourself that you're projecting into others that you appreciate. To really be aware and listen to the internal talk and the external talk. And when we're working, further along in the lessons, you're going to become more and more clear that every time you open your mouth, what you say is a very clear picture of you, how you perceive you. And even if you're quiet and don't say anything, every thought you have is a very, very clear picture of you, how you perceive you. So I don't think that I can stress this enough. Everything you see others do, and everything you hear that others are saying, that is just a reflection of your reality. Other people are not saying or doing specific things that you can have an opinion about. Whatever opinion you have about it, it's a reflection of you. What you think you hear other people are saying, and what you think you see other people are doing, it's just a reflection of you. It's got nothing to do with them at all. It's only about you. So it's never about them. It's only ever about your perception of your reality. So when I talk about this, people usually understand this on a conceptual level. And I say that because if you really, really understood what I'm talking about, if you really understood that everything you think you hear other people saying or see other people doing is just a reflection of you, if you really, really understood it, you would be quiet. You would be. Because you know that every time you open your mouth and talk about other people, you are blatantly displaying your own perception about yourself. It's like pulling your pants down and flashing everybody every time you open your mouth. Because whatever you say is about you. It's only about you, ever. If I ask your opinion about the politicians or the Kardashians or the prices of tomatoes, whatever you say, it's an insight to your life view, to your perception of your reality, to your assumption about reality. It's got nothing to do with the politicians, the Kardashians, or tomatoes. Not at all. Because other people have different opinions about it. Other people see it differently. And what we're talking about when we talk about politicians, Kardashians, or tomatoes, it's just concepts. It's just concepts. And it's the concepts that the ego in you is reacting to. It's the concepts that the selfing is reacting to. So when you really, really understand this, the first thing that will happen is that you're gonna be quiet. you're gonna really be very much aware of how much you're standing and flashing, your inner beliefs, your inner perception, the true face of who you are, of who you believe you are. And that's why I say that a lot of people understand this on a conceptual level. But in reality, if they really understood, there would be more quiet. There would be more reflection. There would be more insights going on, And whatever people say to you, you are always la 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 la. Obviously they're talking about them, right? I hope you understand that now. They're talking about, they have their mirrors on the inside of their bubble of reality, and they're only talking about themselves. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't use that as something to reflect on. Because if you're the kind of person that takes everything to heart, you're like, it's like being punched in the stomach when people say something, knowing that they only talk about them, and you still get like punched in the stomach. That's super interesting. That's super interesting. Where does that come from? What is it that makes you that susceptible to other people's opinion? What underlying belief is that? Fear, anger, guilt, and shame, you pick. Which underlying belief is it? So every time you open your mouth, you are flashing, you're pulling your pants down, and you're standing there completely exposed to the world with all your wounds and all your insecurities. Every time you open your mouth, every single time. And when you're quiet, every thought is doing exactly the same. Exactly the same. Because you can only ever talk about yourself. If you really knew what this means, you would be differently in the world. I want to thank everyone that are showing your appreciation of the Awakening curriculum by buying me a cup of tea and becoming members of the YouTube channel. I truly appreciate that gesture. It means so much to me, and it also makes it possible to keep the channel and the homepage free from paid promotion and all that stuff. So thank you so much. And if you're new to the channel, then you find the full Awakening curriculum either on the YouTube channel or on my homepage, themore.uk. The Awakening curriculum is a free resource for you to use the Fetter work in resolving the effects of trauma and integrating insights of non-self and non-duality into your daily life and become awake.